Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Kittle catching the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he powers his way up past the 30. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The Chiefs and Niners, of course, back at it following the memorable encounter in Super Bowl 54. It looked like the Niners were on their way to a title. They led 20-10 in the fourth quarter, but it was Patrick Mahomes who led the Chiefs back as they scored 3 unanswered touchdowns in that fourth quarter to claim the Lombardi Trophy by a 31-20 margin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Brings up third down and 7.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete to Kelly. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Chiefs nothing.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Andy Reid never wanted to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 6 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 7 yards.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. That's caught by Kelly. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Over the middle, complete. That's Keller. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
That makes the score.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's going to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kelly. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts
Brings up 2nd and
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Keller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Keller. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
San Francisco.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, 49ers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
4 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Kelly. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kelly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
At the 18-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well,
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Conversion is successful. That makes the score.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Now Saquon Barkley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbound.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Kelly. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Kelly. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Conversion is successful. That makes the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. We got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now here comes Kansas City. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards and sets them up 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And As great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
56.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, 49ers.
They'll look to throw here. Lewis has the first down and then some. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
And 9. At the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
Now the second down throw on target.
The pass.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
The pass.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes going to throw it here. That's caught by Kelly. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.